Hey guys, so we've been working on finding the area of rectilinear shapes. Some of us have it and some of us are still struggling. So I've researched and found another strategy which Mr. Maben actually showed me. So I'm going to show you guys that strategy in hopes that it will help you um, find the area of a rectilinear shape a lot easier. So we're going to start out the same way that I've taught you, and you're going to start out by taking this rectilinear shape and cutting it or decomposing it to break it into two parts. So I'm just going to break mine apart here, and I'm just going to create a dotted line that goes straight up that way, and that's going to break my shape into two parts. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the numbers around the shape to help me break this shape into rows and columns. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the sides of my shape that are not broken apart, that are not decomposed. So I'm going to focus on this piece here and this piece here. Okay, so I'm going to look here at this 6, and this is on the side, on the right side. So I'm going to look at that, and I'm realizing that I have to make 6 rows going across because this 6 is on the side. Okay, so I'm going to start by, and start here, and I'm going to make, this is 1 row, and this will be my 2nd row. This will be my 3rd row. And right here at this line is going to be my 4th row. And actually that line should extend even down here so that I can still see that these are rows. And the reason I put 4 in this top section is because I'm looking and I realize that in this bottom section, that number is also on the side. So that means that at this bottom piece, this section should be divided into 2 rows. So that gives me 1, 2 in the bottom section. And then up here is the remainder, 3, 4, 5, and 6, so that I have 6 in all, but I made sure that at the bottom part there are 2 because that 2 right here represents that there should be 2 rows there, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6 in all, which helps me figure out that over on this side, that question mark, that missing number is actually 4, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows now in this section. So I can actually take that, and instead of it being a question mark now, I can make that a 4. Okay, so using the number on this side to tell me that this should be in 2 rows, 1 and 2, and that in all I should have 6 rows, so that gave me 2. I did 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm able to see that 1, 2, 3, 4 rows should be on this side, and that just easily helps me see what my missing number is. Okay, then I'm going to go and finish drawing my lines. So I'm going to look here, and I'm now going to focus on the 7, and because that is on the top, that helps me realize that my lines that run from top to bottom, my columns, that in all I should have 7. Now when I look over here on the bottom, there's another number that runs from top to bottom or bottom to top that helps me figure out my columns as well. And I know that in this section, because of that 4, I should have 4 columns. So I'm going to put 1 column here. Okay, I'm going to put a column here It gives me 2 column here. Sorry. And then when I'm done, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns to match this section. But this 7 tells me that I should have 7 columns in all. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I'm going to add 5, 6, and 7. So when I count across, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This 4 lets me know that I should have 4 columns in this section, 1, 2, 3, 4. And honestly, this 3 lets me know that there should be 1, 2, 3 in this section. And I can use this 7 to make sure that I did it correctly, because across that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which that 7 matches this 3 plus that 4. And those lines, if you watch, are all running in the same direction. Okay. So now I've basically made an array, and I know my boxes aren't perfect, but they're still sectioned off. And now, honestly, in order to figure out the area of this shape, I can simply just count the boxes that I made. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And so I can easily see that the area is equal to 36 in this shape. Now, I know some of you are used to us taking one of the shapes and highlighting it or boxing it in a specific color. And honestly, we can still do that. So let's say we take, and I'm going to make this just a little bit thicker. Let's say we take this red and we want to go highlight this particular rectangle so we can show, okay, that we broke it along this line. Sorry, my line across the top is not perfect. And we can show that we have this red rectangle that we're going to find the area of, and then we have this blue rectangle that we're going to find the area of. And if you want, you can look at that and just simply count the boxes inside this rectangle. If you go across, you have 1, 2, and 3. And if you go down, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we know basically what you did was just made an array that represents 3 times 4, which is going to be equal to 12. Okay, and then we'll go over to the next rectangle, which is the blue one, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 going across, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going down. So when we look at that, that then gives us 4 times 6, which equals 24. And we could honestly then remember, guys, that we have to take that 12 and that 24 and we have to add it together. And once we do that, and of course we normally do it vertically, so I'm going to drop this down just a little bit so that I can simply come over, okay, going to step over, and that 4 plus 2 would give us 6, okay? And then that 1 plus 2 would give us 3, okay? And that honestly gives us our 36. We got the same thing, whether we looked at this as an array and did 3 times 4, and then looked at this as an array as 4 times 6 and added the 12 and the 24, or we can just count the squares. I think this may be an easier visual for some of us, and hopefully parents, that helps you out. I know it's an abstract concept, but it is one of the things that our students have to be able to do. So hopefully this was helpful and it'll answer some of the questions that you have. All right, guys, we'll do some more practice problems in the future, also for homework, and this video will be on the site for you to reference. Have a good one.